This video is brought to you by Big Owl Lubricants. Big Owl Lubricants. Go big, go Big Owl. Hey folks, Bob here. We are back working on Furious today. First time I've worked on Furious in a while. And what we're going to do, what happened when I was priming the motor, before I put it in and after I put it in, I had oil coming out of the number 4 and number 6 spark plug holes, coming out pretty good. And have not taken the heads off this engine since I had it, and I had some issues with it. The bottom end's got all new bearings in it, the crank's been turned, but the heads have not come off. And car ran great last time it was out. It ran its best it's ever run, so we're thinking maybe somehow or another. I do know the valve seals were laying all in. When I pulled the valve cover, the valve seals were laying all in the engine, all in the top of the head. But that shouldn't cause that. A lot of guys don't even run valve seals on drag motors. So we're going to run a compression test by hand and see what happens here. There's not much oil in this engine. That's 2 revolutions. Here we come back up on it again. There's 3. There's 4. Let's go one more just to be sure. And that's 5. 5 turns around and it's reading, it's actually dropped. I think it got up to 30. Let's see, 2, 4, 30. It's holding steady at 30 there. I think it got a little higher than that. All right, that must be 35, 40. It got up to 35, I believe. I saw it on that second hash. Holding steady at 30. Well, let's do 35. I'm sure I got a valve open now. $35 on number 2. Okay, we're in cylinder number 4 now. Let's turn it. There's 5. And that one's about the same. Yeah, it's about 30, 35. That's the one that had the oil coming out of it. All right, folks, we're gonna do number 6 here. All right, let's see what we got medium wise here. Yeah, about the same, 35. Yeah, I'm not seeing any problem yet. They're all the same. Turning it by hand, getting 35. In case you were wondering what this other gauge here is, that's oil pressure when I was priming it. Forgot I had that hooked up, didn't even see it. So we'll see if it doesn't have much oil in it. It's barely touching the stick. All right, let's do this final cylinder on this side, number 8. See what it reads. Five. All right, there's 5. And about the same, about 35. So the first one was a smidge on the low side. But all the rest of them are 35. So, you know, I didn't think, had some people try to tell me I had a blown head gasket or a cracked head, and maybe I do. But I wasn't getting any water in the oil, any oil in the water, nothing like that. Never ran hot on me. But I did find valve seal material. These heads are probably old as Methuselah. I did find valve seal material when I pulled the valve covers off, laying all in the cylinder head. I'm sure the guides are worn. Kind of thinking that's the problem. I got worn out guides and no seals. Why it was pumping that kind of oil out, I don't know. I couldn't have a broken ring. That would show up on the compression. But let me do the other side. See if we get similar results over there. Okay, folks, we got you turned back on. Let me get the motor back a little bit. Can't get in there to turn the crank. Get back a little bit here. All right. Shop floor not level. I paid dearly for this shop floor. Something ain't level, but the dolly from the shop floor had problems with it in the past. All right, can you guys see that? I believe you can. All right, get it back to 0. I'm gonna move you just a little bit to give my knee some room here. There you guys. Okay, let's proceed. Five. All right, there's 5, and we're at the same thing. It's still got 35. Interesting. Just not finding anything wrong, guys. I know, wish we could spin it by the starter, but we can't. This is the best we can do. Alrighty. Number 3. Uh-oh, not getting any compression on this cylinder. Uh-oh, I ain't getting anything. Make sure I got that thing tight. get any compression at all on this cylinder. Yeah, it's tight. That's not good. You ain't getting nothing. Let's see if the valve is opening. Yeah. Valve's moving. And that's the problem right there. No compression whatsoever over here. That is not good. Let me move to another cylinder. Okay, here's number 5. There we go, we got a little compression on this one. Five. And if you see it, it's at 35, just like the others. Let me change cylinders. Got the very last one. All right, folks, the very last one. Let's see what we get. That is the strongest cylinder yet. That's 5. All right, that one went above 35. That one went to 40. Woo! Okay. So there you have it. Today's date, my car, Furious 12/30/22. A hand compression test, and it did reveal bad cylinder number 3. So let's go back and retest it. See, maybe I did something wrong. I can't imagine what, but let's try it again. Number 3 had 0 compression. Have no idea why. Let me turn you off while I switch cylinders. All right. So we're back in cylinder number, which one was it? Yeah, number 3. And let's see what we get this time. I found a place to put my big long leg. Ain't a little bit coming out of the spark plug hole, but it sure ain't showing anything on that gauge, and it ain't much coming out of the spark plug hole. I heard a little hiss right there. No, we ain't getting anything. Either got a blown head gasket or a broken ring on this cylinder. Nothing at all. Now I can hear it suck from the intake. And I hear it just a little. So nothing's happening on that cylinder. Alright guys, that concludes the test. Woo! We definitely got a dead hole, and I just hope it ain't a ring. To be completely at 0. Got a sneaky feeling that's what it is. All right, so here's the plug that came out of that hole, and it was a new plug. Probably had only been in there a few passes, less than 20 passes, probably less than that. But I don't see nothing wrong with it if you compare it to the other plugs. And number 5. not seeing anything that jumps out at me that this plug wasn't firing. The engine seemed to run okay. It actually ran its quickest ET ever. How can I lose a cylinder? And that spark plug there, you can tell that's a brand new plug. Anyhow, you guys get the idea. I don't know what's going on. This damn car here. Okay, folks, so these are the two. This is the number 3 cylinder. This is the one that's not firing. It's right here by the blue rag. I'm going to turn the motor over and just look and see. I've already confirmed that the exhaust, this is the exhaust here, right here, the exhaust port. I've already confirmed that it's moving. I don't know if it's moving enough, but it is moving. So let's turn this one and turn this motor over and see if these two, or actually just look at all of them, but these two particularly, no compression right here. See, it's blowing the, I don't know if y'all saw this, it's blowing the little pieces of paper out of the spark plug ports. There's plenty of compression on this engine on some of these. That one's definitely moving like it should. Well, it's not a stuck valve. See, a little coil line is going all the way down. That's not good. Okay. All right, everything's moving like it's supposed to, so we don't have a stuck valve, so that means we got either a blown head gasket, cracked head somewhere, or we got a broken ring or broken piston or something. Now, when I put the bearings in this motor, I didn't want to take the pistons out. I just flipped the motor over on the stand and pulled the crank out from the bottom, which was a pain. Had to push all the pistons down, took the rocker out. I think we took the rocker arms off, pushed all the pistons down, and I'm just wondering if I clipped, I'm sure it's got a ridge on the top of the bar. If I clipped the ring, one of the top compression ring or something. So anyway, well, that wasn't good. I was hoping to find a stuck valve, so we didn't. So unfortunately, guys, I got to pull these heads. I don't see any other way. And oh well, we won't do that today. I got some other things to do today. I reckon I'll go ahead and get the other heads ready to go. All right, guys, field agent 390, master mechanics over here helped me. We ran air into the number 3 cylinder, and it's coming out the intake port here. So we got a bent valve. Looks like. I don't know if you can hear that as he pushes down. So looks like we got a bent valve, and I know how that happened. I had the timing chain installed wrong when I originally put the chain on it, and I tried to force it, and I'm sure that's what caused it to bend the valve. Probably wouldn't hurt to check them all, but definitely need to check these two over here, just where the oil's coming out at.